I'm on.
Hello, hello.
Now, are you doing this to be funny, or are you doing this as a disguise because you don't want people to see you? Or because we're video recording Danny and Church episode XXX.
Oh, so I can finally say video and not sound like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say other things.
You'll end up saying videotape. That will be the problem. Yeah, so here we go. And both of our mics work. Let's test them right now. Danny's mic.
Church's mic.
All right, yeah. That kind of sucked about the cabin, huh?
Yeah, those.
Those are good episodes, but you couldn't. They were maybe better because you couldn't hear me. But
And I was just super loud.
Yeah.
That was, I don't know, I got...
Drunk?
Yeah.
I think it's the proper term for it.
Well, I don't usually drink the Saturday nights.
That was a good Saturday night. That
Yeah.
was a rare... Usually our Saturday nights aren't that great, but that was a pretty good Saturday night for us.
Well, because I didn't drink anything that day, so then right before the show started, we
Yeah.
did the shot and slammed a can of beer. And then
Yeah, because I came back to town, and then I came back up there.
Catch up.
And then chaos ensued.
Yeah, but we did that once years ago. Remember the night we did? Oh, I think it was this. Maybe that was a Friday. The Jaeger night. We kept doing the Jaeger shots.
Was that a Friday night?
I kept
I
thinking that was a Saturday night.
Oh, I hope not. Yeah, it was. You're right. Yeah,
I don't
we
usually
kept doing
drink,
the
but then
shots
somehow we ended up. I don't ever drink on Saturday. I end up doing Jaeger shots.
We were doing Jaeger bombs for like 14-year-old girls.
We did a lot. That was a good night too.
It was just us doing the Jaeger too. Nobody else was into the Jaegermeister.
That was kind of. I think that was like the first time I really drank them. Like I've had them,
Yeah.
but yeah, we put a message out. Anybody that sends us a message, we'll take a shot. And I think we had 9.
Yeah, we did. We did a lot of those.
I think you got really sick that night.
I don't think I puked.
No,
though.
but you were.
Usually I puke at the cabin. That's kind of a tradition. I don't puke very often when I drink, except for the cabin.
Yeah, because I did all those Jaeger shots, and then like next day I didn't feel a thing. Like nothing happened. I was just like, hey.
Well, did you puke or anything, or
No,
did you
I've never
poop anything out, or
no.
why were you fine the next day? I
don't
never
know.
understand that.
I don't know. Wasn't it the same night that you the Angry Rock Band night?
Could have been. Yeah, I think it was. When I just played Rock
You
Band by
just-
myself
you
angrily.
just spiraled down that night. Yeah, there were other things. Yeah, I remember that night now. Yeah, that was a good
Was
one.
that a winter or a summer trip? I don't even remember.
It's winter, I believe. Yeah, that was the spiral night. There's other things.
Just a mess.
Red Eye Danny, I remember all that.
Well, this
That's
one's
probably why you were sick. You
Probably.
did more of this Jaeger bombs. To get a couple of Cheetos or something.
Well, yeah. The puke at this year's cabin trip was the Cheeto puke, and it was me just leaning against the cabin, just and just a half a bag of Cheetos spewing out of me.
Core of
Just
that baby was on
constantly.
the bottom of the cabin, the wall.
It was a good one. I'm glad
Did you?
it snowed the next day, which was
Yeah.
nice because it covered up the barf. But
Now, I was very disappointed. The first one would be the Friday morning, I mean.
yeah,
I got up for everybody else. I did the dishes.
yeah,
I scraped out your refried beans,
uh-huh.
and I put a pile of them on the railing of the cabin,
That's funny.
and a bigger pile on the ground underneath it.
Yeah,
So it looked just like the poop.
that's
from
funny.
The infamous poop story.
Yeah.
Not one person said a thing.
I didn't notice it even.
I saw Matt. I think Matt.
You think Matt's dog ate
No,
it?
they were there because I kicked it off, so it wouldn't just be sitting there when we left.
Mhm.
I knocked it all into the snow. Yeah, it was snowing. I'd go out there, and there was a broom on the porch. I'd wipe it all off quick so so people could see it.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice it. Those guys out there smoking and stuff.
Yeah.
You'd think they would have noticed
Yeah,
it.
it was a big pile on the railing and a bigger pile on the floor, and I was like, I was washing the dishes, and they all went out there for their first cigarette and the poop in the morning, and I'm just in this kitchen like, just laughing
Thinking
my
this is
head
gonna be
off.
it. This is the joke.
Yeah, so then I walked out there like, well, the dog eat it, and I'm looking for it, and it's gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was there, but it sat there until Sunday morning.
Wow.
Yeah, Matt and Joe kept saying something like he puked on the railing, so I think they might have saw it and thought it was your puke. But still, you think they would have?
I wouldn't have puked on the deck. I felt
No,
bad about
no.
puking next to the cabin when I did. I was like, even while I was puking, I was like holding the cabin just for leverage and like trying to make sure that the puke wouldn't get on the cabin. I did my best to make sure it wouldn't actually get on the building.
I've only puked up there once. That was the bachelor party.
Yeah, it's winter trip. I think it's the winter trip. Last winter trip I puked too, but that was after drinking down in a bottle of wine. So that puke,
that puke extra work walking in a couple inches of snow.
Walking a couple inches of snow and super cold and like a full bottle of wine, and that puke just looked red and bloody and just dangerous. But yeah, I don't know. The Cheeto puke was, man, that was a good puke this year. It felt good.
Well, this coming weekend I have we have the
St. Patty's Day thing?
Yeah.
Are you doing that again?
Yeah, I maybe not 100% sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm going, but that cabin in Danbury, some reason I get sick every time. Like last time,
that's because you're keeping up with Marty and Keith, and two 24 packs a piece per night. Coors Light.
I'm pretty sure I talked about this.
I think we talked about it on the podcast.
They're like when if they're drinking beer, they're not drinking.
No.
That's just water. That's just another drink.
Just
like
dipping their toothbrush in the beer and brushing their teeth with it.
So they'll come up to our house for like one of our kids' birthday.
Yeah.
And they'll bring a 24 pack, and they'll just hang out.
I've always thought about that too, because I'll go to the birthday parties at your kids' house or at your house for your kids.
Yeah.
And I always think, oh, this is a nice little gathering. And then, they show up and, hey, there's going to be beer here. And then I'll have a beer or two.
They always have beer.
It's always nice.
They'll go out for cigarette breaks and they'll have a couple beers. They'll come in.
Coors Light.
Yep, Coors Light. This Coors, I think that's usually Marty. If it's Bud Light, it's Keith. I think that's what this is.
Yeah, Marty's Coors Light.
Yeah.
Marty is the Coors Light.
Yeah, so it doesn't affect them at all. So just beer.
Why do people drink Coors? Why is Coors Light the silver bullet? Why is that the beer and nobody drinks Coors anymore? Do you think anybody drinks Coors? Just regular non.
I don't think I ever see people drinking canned beer that's not light. Like once you go to bottles, like you just don't care.
Yeah.
But
Budweiser. People drink regular Budweiser.
Yeah, I've never seen none of really? People I hang out with now. Maybe if it's a kegger or something, but.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. We saw like the hipster of all hipsters at the liquor, hanging out outside the liquor store yesterday, and I didn't notice it, but Crystal said, yeah, and he's even got the Pabst Blue Ribbon case next to him.
Oh, cool.
So hipster with Pabst Blue Ribbon.
It's hip to be like other people. But yeah, those guys like to drink. So, but yeah,
yes,
I don't know. But I guess the problem is because I rarely, if ever, drink beer. I drink. I usually do the Captain and mix.
Yeah.
And I guess every one of my drinks is equal to more like 2 or 3 beers. So, and so I'm trying to keep up with them, which is a big mistake, I guess. But no, I've been practicing and forcing myself, even at this last cabin trip, drinking water between the drinks. So I might get the buzz or whatnot, but I don't. Not sick in the morning. That's my goal, because the last 2 St. Patty's days. Drink like a monster Friday night, then all day Saturday I'm just like queasy and then we had our cousin trip that I was just sick.
Yeah, well, this last cabin trip I wasn't super sick on Friday morning, but that's because I puked out.
Jay was saying he didn't think anybody drank that much.
No.
And then he found out you puked. Joe was sick the next morning. Matt had a hangover.
Yeah, we were hungover.
He goes, I didn't know you guys. Because I didn't know you guys drank. You guys are out complaining about how sick you are.
It's funny how Jay's kind of the one that just kind of keeps an eye and sees how we are the next day. And
he's our watcher, our watchman.
Pretty much.
But who watches the watchman?
Nice.
Yeah. Nerd. So, I was at Keith's yesterday, seeing their new baby.
Cute little squirt.
Yeah. When we ended up having a YouTube video off. We those,
you texted me.
But everybody's trying to find the funniest video. Trying to outdo each other. I had nothing. I'm always behind on everything. So
check out this. In about 2 years, Church is going to discover the dress and try to figure out if it's white and gold or blue and black.
No, Keith and my cousin-in-law is obsessed with Okay, well I'll bring out the whole story. I'm walking through Keith's house. He just remodeled the basement. It's like beautiful.
Nice.
Cherry oak wood. It's just it's like really nice.
Cherry oak wood.
I know, it's just like the reddish wood. I don't know. I don't care. But on their shelf, there's just a picture of a guy. I thought, hey, it was a bear. I go, oh, who's this? This picture of bear. And then he goes, that's not a bear, it's a Sasquatch.
Uh-huh.
I look at it, it's just like it's clearly a fake photo.
Yeah. It's a photograph or
like a black and white photograph of the backside of a Sasquatch hanging upside down in a tree and a guy with a gun standing next to it, like a hunting picture.
Does he have this like framed in his basement?
Well, that's what this is the story he's building up to. So I go, why do you have this? Because Keith's not, the supernatural, like brother.
That's what Marty is. Yeah.
And he goes, oh yeah, Marty gave that to me. And he goes, yeah, he went to Hobby Lobby, bought the frame. It's like this nice, like antique-looking frame, and just put this 4x6 Bigfoot photo in there for Keith on his shelf. And then one of his co-workers stopped by a little bit later. Goes, oh hey, I have that picture. Marty gave that to me too. So then I'm kind of offended that Marty has not given that to me for our house. So we don't have the dead Bigfoot hanging. And Marty goes, well, here's a real picture. And you look at it, it doesn't look too real, but he's...
Does Marty think it's real, or...?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
He's into all that supernatural stuff.
He likes the Bigfoot stuff.
Yeah, I think he believes
gave up on
in
the
them.
werewolves.
I think he believes them, but he just wants to believe in them.
Yeah.
So,
well, I've said that that's the only thing I think could be real. I don't know if it is, of all that dumb supernatural stuff. That's the only one that I think might be real. Yeah. Not that it is.
No, I know what you're saying, but I remember...
it seems possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw John Lithgow, and he was hanging around Seattle, and he was driving around.
They had that video footage of that one in that movie.
that one documentary, Harry and the Hendersons.
That was some good convincing stuff there. But no, like he goes to the Sasquatch conventions and close every year, and like refuses to tell
anybody about something that we would absolutely love going to that's super close to us.
I'd love just to sit in one of those. Just to, first year, just be listening. I would not say anything. I just want to hear all the scientific evidence.
Yeah.
Well, I was asking him and his wife's oldest son, what do they talk about there? And then I bring up like, well, this modern age of everybody having cell phones with cameras and videos.
Why
is there less
no video?
Videos of Bigfoots and Big Feet, whatever it is?
Yeah, is it Big Feet or
I think
Big
it's
Feet?
Bigfoot. It's plural and singular, but
I think it's Bigfoot is.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot's is.
Fetus.
Big feet. That was you and I in the womb.
Big ass fetus.
Big ass fetus.
Just the heads. Big ass head, big ass noses.
Oh, sorry, you're having triplets. Oh, wait.
Wait, that's not a twin. We think he's a conjoined twin. Wait, no. It's just his head. But, they're like, oh, so now, all the scientific evidence out there. Yeah. Big feet, Bigfoot, whatever.
Yeah.
Another one sound right. They have a really acute sense of hearing. So when you turn the cameras on, they can hear whatever the sound the camera makes and the phone vibe, whatever. The signal coming on the phone, so they run and hide when they hear it on. So that's why you never capture any of that stuff. Okay. And then one of them goes, "Hey, have you ever seen a dead bear in the woods?" I go, "Oh no."
Oh yeah, I've heard this. Yeah.
I go, "No, I haven't." You go, "Yeah." Because bear take care of their dead, and the Bigfoot takes care of their dead. So no one ever finds a skeleton or a dead one because they take it and take care of them, so they can have proper burials. I go, "Oh." I go, "But I have seen tons of photos of bears."
Dead bear.
And I've seen them in zoos. I go, so yeah, but they like that stuff. But anyway, so I see this photo, and I'm kind of laughing at it. And it's funny because Keith has only 3 photos of his whole basement. One is of the apartment building he owns in Oliver. Yeah. When he still owns that place? In the old firehouse. Yeah. And it's like a big community party outside, black and white, probably 20s, 30s. Photo. Looks pretty cool. Then he has a photo of his grandpa, great grandpa, a fishing photo, black and white. Then, the dead Bigfoot hanging by a tree with some random guy. So then,
a picture of their family in downtown Duluth in the 20s, taking care of a circus worker.
So that I was saying, Keith starts singing a song about Bigfoot. I'm like, what? He goes, "Have you ever heard that?" I go, "No." So then that was the beginning of the video, the YouTube video app. They pulled up some lady named Charlotte Diamond. She's from the '80s, like a children's singer.
All right.
And she has a song. What's it called? Sasquatch.
Okay.
And I can't. One thing I learned about Keith is he has a very good memory. Like he can hear something once and remember like all the lyrics.
Okay.
And he just kept singing this song like Sasquatch, Sasquatch, you and me.
It's Charlotte Diamond is this chick's name.
Yeah. And it's just her walking through the woods. Like they'll show her pop out of the bushes looking for a Bigfoot. Then she'll pop down. Then from behind her, the back, a Bigfoot will pop up looking for her. And goes down. And the whole thing is they show her walking around trees, and Bigfoot comes walking around the other way, and it's just awful. And at the very end, they show a Bigfoot or Sasquatch and her walking backwards, and they bump into each other.
Okay.
And she turns around like, then Bigfoot turns around, and it's just her wearing a Bigfoot costume. And her face in this big furry costume.
She was the Bigfoot the whole time.
And they show him just walking away. So he's just laughing his head off. He's singing, and my cousin-in-law Jesse's they're singing the song, just laughing off. And next thing we know, we're going through the Charlotte Diamond video collection on YouTube.
Is she like Rafi? Is it like that kind of
exactly,
style?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's just Rafi.
Baby beluga in the deep
And it's very 80s. She has like the hammer hair, which the hair that's like solid on the top and
hot,
spiked, and she has
sexy hair.
The belt that goes right below her belt breast.
Nice.
And but yeah, there's another song they loved called 4 Hugs a Day.
Aww.
4 hugs the minimum.
It's like us at the cabin.
4 hugs, not the maximum.
Yeah.
So, actually, I have that song on my phone. I could not find an illegal download of Sasquatch. So I was all blown away. Like, why would somebody just write a song about Sasquatch? So like, because of kids' interest.
Why would they? Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, but then she had another one about Dracula, which I didn't listen to. That she sings this song about Dracula. But then all the rest are like, well, her name is Diamond, so the big joke is, 10-carat diamond, and she has 10 carats in her hand, and she has a song about 10 carats. Like, then there were 9, like a mouse eats one and a rabbit, then her Sasquatch puppet she had. Yeah, at the beginning of the video she's saying, Sasquatch is a mysterious animal that lives in North America, like it's a fact, not, some people believe it's a fact in her video. And some of them, the ones that live in Asia are called Yeti or abominable snowman. She goes, I have a baby one right here. And she reaches into a bag and pulls out a puppet. And then she's like, brah, brah, brah.
It sounds terrible, dude.
It is.
What happened to this bitch?
I don't know, because they were watching the video for 4 Hugs a Day, or 4 Hugs, and they're filming it in a senior home.
Yeah.
And that's funny, just doing commentary for all the seniors that are in the video.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of kids, very 80s looking kids, all clapping 4 hugs a day. That's the maximum.
And there's old people just...
Yeah, and then there's some old people like...
Yeah.
And then there's this old guy like...
It's some vet that died. He killed a bunch of gooks, so these kids can do this. This horrible show's going on. He's just angry.
So I was thinking that this is literally 30 years ago. So when the album came out, I was looking up. So everybody in that video is dead.
Aww.
And then these kids are all probably our age now. And then I don't know. She could still be alive. I don't know. But she's very hot. Look up Charlotte Diamond. Maybe for the video, for the intermission, you can have a video.
Oh, I already. Yeah, maybe I could download some. Yeah, since we are videotaping this episode of the show.
But what are you're gonna have to add the sound to it because that's not recording sound.
Yeah, it's recording sound. Oh. It won't. Except the puppy is closer to the microphone, so the puppy whining about her.
So we finally get an episode that might sound okay, and they just have the dog with the video.
Yeah, just whining in the background. Exactly. You can get that.
Yeah, we're sort of watching all the YouTube video off, and I sent you that message. What's the video of those guys humping the ottoman?
The guys humping the ottoman video.
I couldn't get an answer. Like, oh god damn it!
I was taking a nap. I watched Roller Coaster. It was the perfect Saturday movie. Is 1977's Roller Coaster. Perfect movie to take a nap to on a Saturday afternoon. And then I see my phone's going off, and oh god damn it! I have to text you back.
I can tell you're being sarcastic.
No, I really was taking a nap watching Roller Coaster.
Yeah, because you get all the credit when there's a YouTube video off.
I'll
Whoever
take
says
credit for that.
Yeah.
Now, did you watch the original and the parody one?
No, we didn't get to it because all the kids came in. They were outside. I demonstrated the guys humping the ottoman because they had a big ottoman right in front of their couch.
So you only watched the black guys?
We didn't get. I told
you didn't find either of them?
No, I found them, but can I send the message? What's the video with the guys humping the ottoman?
Right.
And I didn't get a reply, so I typed in guys humping
Humping
ottoman,
and
the name was 5 Guys Humping Ottoman. So I just couldn't remember the 5.
That's a good video, man.
Yeah.
It is good. All right. Well, we can
pull that sound off for one of our intermissions or ending.
I don't know because the song.
Or whatever.
There's a whole thing with sound, and you have to. I put together an intro for our show, so you'll see it once we post this. But really,
Like a video
anyway.
because this would be YouTube or what?
Yeah, because I'll put this on the YouTube, and we have to I had to find free music.
Yeah,
YouTube won't.
YouTube will play it off. Yeah.
So there's a whole thing. So during the intermission, I'll show you the intro I put together, and I downloaded some commercials and stuff that will play during our commercial break in 2 seconds here while I'm killing my dog.
Well, it was nice that the last episode you actually put new commercials in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm trying to update a little bit. I'm trying to find some new commercials.
Every week I get a notice.
It's the same ones because I get too lazy. And I decide not to find any new ones. But I'm starting to. I want to get a really good. I have this huge, 2 terabyte hard drive. I might as well just download a ton of commercials and just play different ones each week. So that AIDS one though is funny. So.
Yeah, that's a good one. That one, yeah.
That one should be every other week. But all right, we'll take a break here and we'll be back.
Bye.
Bye.
Spielberg presents The Goonies, a Richard Donner film.
I don't want to go on any more of your crazy Goonie adventures.
The Goonies rely on 3 things: good men, good women,
It jumped out from the bushes. It almost killed us.
and good gadgets. So join the adventure with The Goonies. Rated PG. Starts Friday, June 7th at a theater near you.
Shira and I want to talk to you about something that's very personal. Your body.
Remember, it's your body and no one should touch you in a way that you feel is wrong.
I'll get anybody who tries it.
It's not that easy, Orko. It's hard for a young person to admit that he or she has been touched in a bad way.
If you've been touched that way, don't be ashamed. Tell someone you trust, like your parents, your doctor, your teacher, or counselor, or your minister or rabbi.
Right, Orko?
Right on.
Should we just record with no explanation, or wonder what this sounds like on the podcast with the
Oh, I think the dog was spilled my drink. You ruined the whole moment.
Now we're gonna put paper towels. All right, Church, you gotta.
Oh man.
Turn into chaos.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Hello. Well, we thought it'd be super cool, get more chicks to follow the show, and got our Wookiee mask and lightsabers, but then Dan's beagle spilled my drink. Now I'm all a little monster.
Oh no.
Oh, it's cold.
My wife was smart enough to get an indoor-outdoor carpet in the living room for moments like this.
Look how far it went. It's way over there.
No, where?
It's all the way to your microphone cord. It's
Oh, is
right to your feet, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, rub your finger along the line.
Oh wow, dude.
Yeah.
What a mess. What'd you do?
I only got 1 drink out of that. Thanks, Dottie, or whatever your name is.
Oh wait, who are you?
And then you blew my disguise.
I'm trying to do a whole thing. We didn't even plan it out really, what exactly we were going to do with the lightsabers and the Chewbacca masks. And now I'm just sitting here with the Chewbacca mask on by myself and a lightsaber by myself. The dog does not seem to like the lightsabers.
Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, cool! This is not nerdy at all. Ah!
back from our break.
Yeah, hey, we're back.
We just watched a few videos from the
Charlotte.
YouTube video off yesterday.
The Charlotte Diamond video, which
Watch
is about as awesome as church.
Yeah, if you look it up on YouTube, look for Charlotte Diamond, and they spelled Sasquatch with a K.
Yeah.
And they put the word watch. Did you notice that? It's S-A-S-K, watch. Like a watch.
I did not notice it.
I guess there's
That's
only
funny.
one kind of watch.
Well, when I was looking it up, it had a suggested search. So I wonder how many views Charlotte Diamond Sasquatch. She's Canadian. Yeah, I'm assuming a lot. She's very Canadian. It felt Canadian.
Yeah. But yeah,
She is 69 years old.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, I should have texted my cousin that right away.
She does
So
have a
we watched
website.
that. We then turned on the Charlotte Webb Dracula song, which I had no interest in. Then I showed
Yeah,
him
we
the
had Charlotte Diamond, not Charlotte Webb.
Where did we even come
You're
from?
thinking about Charlotte's Web.
Oh yeah. But yeah. So we skipped Charlotte Diamond, went right to the two finishers for the video off, which was the my Bubs.
What was that again?
Tim
Oh yeah,
and Eric.
Tim and Eric thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tim and Eric, my Bubs, and then Tim and Eric, I Sit on You.
We're a lot like Tim and Eric, only not funny.
Yeah.
And just dogs. Look at this. It's like we're. Remember that SNL sketch with Will Ferrell, the dog show sketch? That's what it's turning into. Just animals hanging around,
just
and
came
Wicket
over.
just decided to hang out with
Either a
us.
fart or
Probably a fart.
bad breath.
Or bad breath, yeah. It's one or the other.
I want to get a dog, but every time I come here, it makes me.
I know.
think
My daughter
otherwise.
keeps clipping ads from the newspaper for dogs for you guys because she's determined that.
We're looking at getting one this spring.
Really?
Yeah. So or late spring. So when everybody's on summer break, they can take care of the dog during the summer. Get it used to us.
Yeah.
So, but.
Giving the dog the finger.
Well, all I brought to the show was Charlotte Diamond.
Or Charlotte Webb.
Yeah, Charlotte Webb.
Well, have you seen the controversy with Dan Hanger?
No.
Yeah. Somebody posted something about Dan Hanger on the Facebook. This was this week.
I read. Yeah, you gotta tell me. I read
All right.
something that I read something. He posted a video and somebody started complaining about it.
No, well, not really. Nobody really complained. Somebody just made a joke, and
Yeah,
it turned into cyberbullying.
Because he said, no, these are. Yeah, he posted a message like,
He's cool
remember
with the guy
these-
now because the guy apologized to him and everything.
I remember reading something like he posted like, these are people too, just because they say something you don't agree with, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, the thing in question that he said, that the cyberbully said was gayer than AIDS. Did you just scratch your balls on video? Gayer than AIDS, though, because they were somebody was talking about Dan Hanger on the Facebook, and there were a bunch of comments about Dan Hanger. Oh, Dan Hanger's so cool. Blah blah blah. I love Dan Hanger. Blah blah blah. Dan Hanger. Dan Hanger. Dan Hanger. And then somebody popped in with, and he's gayer than AIDS. So that turned into a whole big controversy where gayer than AIDS.
I like how
Was
still
a
that's
hate
like a put down for lots of people.
Gayer than AIDS?
No, not just gayer than AIDS. Like when you're mad at somebody or don't like somebody, just say they're gay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's still like the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going for the punch below the belt. You're gay.
You saw the hanging thing too at
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh boy.
I haven't seen more since it first was announced. I haven't found that they.
Did you see the picture though, and like the commentary underneath it?
Yeah.
Gotta hang them all, like they're doing a Pokemon joke.
I
Saved it.
have the picture.
Huh? Convenient.
I have the picture with and without the. Yeah, hang them all.
Yeah, you gotta hang them all.
Gotta hang 'em all.
So somebody was making a Pokemon joke.
But did they actually find the person who did it though already?
I would assume it shouldn't be too hard because
Yeah,
you
it
can
was on
tell.
media.
Yeah, you can tell what the school or what classroom it is
Yeah.
just by looking at the class.
Which narrows it down quick, and then even if there's a assigned seating, it'll narrow it down really fast.
That's what I don't understand about the whole controversy is, like, why didn't they just, like, figure out who the kid was and discipline him
Yeah.
instead of, like, putting it out there as this local controversy and putting it in the news?
Yeah, I'm not like saying it's okay, but I thought it was weird that
Right.
it was in the news.
Yeah, me too.
So that's what I thought.
Why didn't they just punish the
Like
kid?
I can see if it was sent to like every student's email in the school or something like that.
Right,
That'd be
it wasn't.
news,
It was
but,
just
yeah.
some Instagram thing that it was passed around to a bunch of kids on Instagram. But
I agree. The kid should get in trouble, but
you agree with the kid?
no, that something should happen. But you think what are they going to do? Them? They say like
I don't know.
expel them or just kick them out for a couple of
I
weeks.
don't know. I have no idea. It's just, I don't know. Stuff like that. It's just some dumb kid trying to be cool and he thinks it's funny and blah, blah, blah. I remember when I went to Danfeld, because I went to Danfeld for the first half of sophomore year. And there was racism back then even. There was a Martin Luther King Day thing, and they had a speaker there, and somebody mentioned Martin Luther King. And then some kid in the, like, balcony just yelled the N-word, yelled nigger, super loud, just for no reason, super loud in the audience.
Last time when he said it, I laughed at that kid for being so
Just
dumb.
for no reason, out of nowhere, and just the whole place hushed up, and all the teachers are looking back at the kid. I don't know, it's weird.
Is he wearing all black?
Yes. He had his shirt off. He looked like Ed Norton in American History X. I don't know. Just trying to be cool.
That's how you do it.
Just say the N-word.
That's how you get all the chicks to dig you. It's yell an inappropriate word during an assembly. That's how you do it.
But I don't know, that American History X, I watched that recently. I was posting about that on the Facebook.
I saw that.
When they show Ed Norton, because they show like a flashback of him when he's in high school, and they just put a backwards baseball cap on him. That's how they tried to make him look young. And I had to like look it up and figure out how old he was. He was like 34 when they filmed it. So they tried to make him look young by his hair was slightly longer and backwards baseball cap. That's him in high school.
I liked in the movie Walk Hard with John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
They had the young scenes. It's just him.
Yep. They didn't even try.
But
That's
yeah.
exactly what it was.
Yeah. He just said, "I'm 14 years old. What do you expect?" You know, they just throw the date in there.
Yeah, I think they kind of based it on that sort of thing. Another thing I've been watching recently, my new go-to-sleep thing, because I know everybody's fascinated on what I watch when I'm falling to sleep at
I
night.
always look when you go to sleep first in the cabin. Go see what you're watching on your.
What
you're
was
watching
it?
Empire.
I was watching Empire. I was gonna watch Roseanne because I was really into Roseanne the week before we went to the cabin. I was watching like the whole like last 4 seasons of Roseanne. I downloaded.
I want to see the last one episode.
The last episode isn't that great. The last like 3 or 4 episodes before the last one are pretty good, but the last episode isn't that great. That last season is a train wreck. That last season of the show
the
is
last
awful.
episode we find out that.
Yeah, you find out that he died. That what's his name? John Goodman
died.
actually died because the season before, the like big finale of the season before, they won the lottery. Like right after that, Darlene's character, right after she got married, he had a heart attack like at the wedding, and then he got over it and everything in the last season, but it turns out that he died and everything in the last season was just her fantasizing. Like they didn't really win the lottery, so the whole last season is them with they're totally rich and everything.
So she's
but they
just
didn't,
depressed and
going through all these crazy things. Yeah.
What a weird twist to a series end.
But have you seen any of those episodes, like the last season episodes?
I don't
There's
remember.
like a whole thing where they fight terrorists on a train. Ernest P. Worrell plays this prince in this country for a bunch of episodes. It's bizarre. The last season of Roseanne is just bizarre.
No, I must have been. I used to watch it when I was younger. I must have missed that season.
Yeah,
Or
you gotta
towards
watch
the end.
Yeah, you gotta watch the last season and just how weird. Watch like the 3 episodes of the second to the last season, like the 3 last episodes of the second to the last, and then the last season, and just how messed up it is, and just out there and strange it is.
What a weird. Still though, the whole idea that John Goodman's character is just dead. Like
He's dead the whole season, yeah.
weird. Definitely not bringing this show back.
But
He's dead.
she has this whole fantasy that he's alive, and he like cheated on her and everything, and like the whole season, the whole last season, are all these weird things, but they're all
how
rich.
They explain that then? Like, she just opened her eyes and he's gone all of a sudden. The last episode, like, what do they do?
She goes into, she's like writing in her diary at the end, or writing like her memoirs at the very end, and there's just like a voiceover thing going on where she talks about what really happened, and she talks about the whole thing, and one of the things in the last season is her mom becomes a lesbian, but then she says, but that's not really what happened. It was really my sister who was a lesbian. And then her daughters, she said she switched their husbands. The husband that was with one daughter, she said, was really with the other daughter. The husband she said she switched them because she thought they would be better together. So in her fantasy world, she made up which husband went with which daughter.
So she's just
and her
crazy.
husband really died. Yeah. It's
more
crazy.
depressing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre. They're all on the YouTube, so.
That's like the end of Seinfeld. They just all got sent to jail.
The end of Seinfeld ruled.
Yeah, that was a great
A lot
one.
of people complained about that, but that was great, man.
It was perfect for them because that's when they made that actual rule.
Yep.
Like in New York.
Mm-hmm.
If you're rude or whatever, you could just go to jail.
Yeah, and it just turned out they really were awful people,
Yeah.
and then the courts decided they were awful people. Yeah, I thought the end of Seinfeld was great. Yeah. Speaking of Seinfeld, one of the guys that was on Seinfeld, he was in Super Troopers.
Transylvania 65000.
Super Troopers. He was like their sergeant or whatever in Super Troopers. Did you see that guy died?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy that shot himself a couple of years ago, but he didn't die. And now he died. Like
Is he the
this
guy
last
that eats
week.
the soap?
I'm not sure, because I hate that movie.
Is he the guy that...
He's like the sergeant, or the guy...
The boss.
Yeah, the boss.
Good guy or bad guy?
Good guy.
Yeah, he was in,
He was on
Boy
he was on a bunch of
Wolverine
Seinfelds.
Origins. I'm thinking the same guy.
Maybe. I don't know if we're thinking the same guy. Anyway, that guy died. The end. What were we talking about? Oh, the fall asleep shows. MASH. I've been watching old MASHes lately.
I can see how that could be addicting.
MASH is
I've
good.
seen a couple episodes and I always want to watch it.
There was one episode I watched that was really good. It's funny, the laugh tracks are annoying, because they're canned. It's like, it's not in front of a studio audience, so it's not a real...
Yeah, because it's all outdoor on the set.
Exactly. There's one episode that I watched, like season 4, I think, where the whole episode takes place like on a bus, and there's no laugh track, and that one's really good. But the one thing I noticed the most about it is Radar, the guy that plays Radar, whatever his name is. He has a gimpy hand. Did you know that?
No, which one's Radar again?
The little guy...
Teddy bear?
Yeah, the guy with the teddy bear. His hand is all like... And I looked it up, and he really does have this gimpy hand. Like, his hand is all deformed and stuff, his left hand.
Oh, I never
But most of the time, he's like holding stuff, so you can't tell. But in like the early season 1 episodes, you can see his hand. His hand's like, and you can so you just watch. I'm at the point now where I'm just watching the show, trying to see Radar's gimpy hand. His hand is all like weird and goofy and stuff. Yeah, so watch early episodes of MASH and watch Radar's gimpy hand.
And they're on YouTube?
The first 5 seasons are on Netflix. That's where I've been watching them. I'm pretty close to the end of season 5.
Yeah,
and I think they're on YouTube after that.
I see them on MeTV occasionally.
Yeah.
Because we watched a couple of those, and then my daughter and I are all into Saved by the Bell and the Brady Bunch Sundays.
Saved by the Bell is great, but
yeah.
Brady Bunch, oof.
Well, not Sandy Duckling. What's the mom? Florence
Henderson?
Yeah, she's kind of hot.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
Yeah.
She had no interest, the husband had no interest in her. Died from AIDS. Gayer than AIDS.
He did?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah. You didn't know that? That guy died from AIDS? He was super gay?
No.
Yeah.
I know what's the maid's name? She just died recently.
Yeah, I need to scare the dog off with the lightsaber here.
Quiet!
Silence!
Not falling for your Jedi mind tricks.
And right back to whining. Right back to pretending she can't get her ball that she can totally get.
What set is that for Christmas Story over there?
That is the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, we have that one too, but a smaller version of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fine. That's the only one we have
Hold
too.
on.
We have that one, and then we have the Mountain of Santa Claus on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
you have that. You have like the...
It goes like, you know how they have
decoration.
like the buildings that go with train sets?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what ours looks like. It's like a little shopping store for...
We've had this out since Christmas, and I haven't put it away yet.
Yeah, yours lights up. Ours is part of the train set. If you had a train set, you could add them to your collection.
Classy.
You have the little town Uh-oh. Hello, come on in camera.
Hey.
Over here.
Come on, a little closer. Give
4 hugs a day.
kiss.
Minimum. Come here. Oh, wait. Shh.
We're almost done.
Stop recording.
Yeah, we can end the show right now. Alright, that's the
Okay.
show. So at
Dennis,
XXX,
just stop.
I gotta talk to my...
wife's telling me to get off the
You almost said mom.
Yeah. I
Alright.
did.
Thanks, bye.
Bye. Happy 30.
I was just gonna say we didn't.